Bonjour, bonjour. J'espère que ça va bien. Une de la forteresse de Plait est dirigée par un pêcheur général dans la brutalité et crainte même dans ses propres rangs. Cette forteresse a un point faible, c'est peut-être lui. Forteresse en fer a été construite à l'époque où Corny et Drakengard étaient en conflit. Il s'agit de la forteresse de Plait. À vrai dire, Majesté, je n'ai jamais contemplé ces murs de ce côté. Nous ferions mieux d'envoyer des éclaireurs aux alentours pour évaluer la situation. C'est dans mes cordes, permettez-moi de m'en charger. Je vais scruter le terrain depuis le ciel. Bien. Forteresse de Pentnance.
So, all that talk about the man ruling the stronghold by strength alone, and he's too weak to even keep his post.
Not so loud, will you?
It doesn't matter what I say, everyone's talking about it. The great general's getting hauled back to Zenoira. Came out of nowhere, though, I'll give you that. You've even got us packing up his stuff.
Suspected treason, wasn't it?
Old Featherhead's made more enemies in this life than he can even keep track of. You want my bet? I'd say one of his own had a bone to pick with the guy and started making him out as a traitor.
To your post, now!
Of course, General. Forgive me. It's just your aide ordered us to help organize your luggage, so...
And for what? I'm not going anywhere.
Of course you aren't, sir. 1,000 pardons.
Try to paint me a turncoat, will they? It's as preposterous as it is maddening. Still, I can't ignore the Emperor's orders forever. And if I'm fated to have an audience with him, I wouldn't dare arrive empty-handed.
Multiple enemy strongholds, and a grim array of stationed weaponry. A fitting defense for a key strategic position. And there's one more thing, Princess.
Go on then, out with it.
The general charged with holding the bastion is Geith, Knight of the Feathered Crest.
A name I hoped to never hear again. He was among the first lords of Cornea to defect when Valmor showed his true colors, Your Highness. He is a man of immense ambition, willing to cross any bridge, speak any word, or slay any foe in order to get what he wants.
What's more, there are rumors in the fortress that he's to be sent back to Zenoira before long.
Then perhaps we merely must wait until such events come to pass.
Hey, I recognize that name. The Knights of the Rose died by his hand. Run! Princess, please! I beg you, my lady, be rid of this place and never return!
Fools! Throwing yourselves before my blade one after the next. Also one weak little pup can escape. Fine then. It matters not how many of you wenches I have to cut down. 1 or 100. I will see it done all the same. The girl's head will make a fine gift for our new emperor.
You must live on, Princess. At any cost!
I've heard the plan, Joseph. If you can even call it that. You intend to do nothing and bide our time until the general is shipped off.
Just so, my lady. We strike after he's departed the fortress, before his successor has time to arrive. Absent a leader to marshal its defenses, even the most ironclad of strongholds will fall to the chaos of war.
Spineless old man. What will any of this accomplish if we let that monster slip through our fingers? Tell me, Joseph.
Princess, please. I understand your anger towards Zenoira, but this seems to be far beyond that. What is your history with Geith?
I guess you wouldn't know. 10 years ago, he sought to prove his allegiance to Galerius through a sacrifice of royal blood. My blood.
The barbarian. Then the reason you fled to Drakenhold was to break free of his reach.
Yes. I was meant to cross the border with my retinue, the Knights of the Rose. But it wasn't to be.
I fear I can imagine how this story ends.
They surrendered their lives so that mine could endure. Barred his path with their fallen corpses. I lost every last one of them. And now, as the only survivor of that slaughter, it falls on me to avenge their deaths. Geith's head will roll by my blade.
'Tis a painful memory indeed, my princess. Yet, in this harsh world, every skirmish could be our last, and any false move might risk the safety of our men. I assure you, should the opportunity arise, we shall see the general slain.
I don't want your empty promises. I've waited an entire decade for this chance, and I'm not about to let it escape me.
Your ladyship.
Leia, I take it you heard all that.
I did. I wasn't intending to pry, ma'am.
I've lost my appetite for conversation. We can speak more on this tomorrow.
I hope you can forgive my ignorance, Princess. That was the first I'd heard of such tragedy.
That'll be the last you hear of it, too. It's an old story, and one that bears no meaning to Drakenhold.
Even so, I must say, Sir Joseph's strategy is sound. We would be wise to accept it without dispute.
I've always admired your boldness, Leia. But this burden is mine to bear, and mine alone. Save your opinions for someone who will hear them. Now go get some rest. Battle will be upon us before long. Princess, wait! Making a martyr of yourself won't bring them back. You're here to stop me too, then.
Are you kidding? We just don't want to miss out on the action. We may not match your years in the Order, but we embody the Rose. Same as you. From the moment I joined as a fledgling squire, I vowed to be your shield in times of strife. That vow, that spirit stands unchanged even now.
Please, my princess. You're not alone in hungering for vengeance. Let us join you. Together, we claim Geeth's head, and the honor of our order with it.
You're right. I should never have considered doing this without you.
We stand at the ready, my lady.
Knights of the Rose. We march at once to avenge the atrocities inflicted on our fallen sisters.
Oui.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Gotcha.
Princess. I'll not allow history to repeat itself. This time I shall see my duty fulfilled. We must be after her, Your Highness.
Please be safe.
Ah là là. Notre objectif est de conquérir la forteresse de Plait. Cependant, Princesse Virginia est déjà sur le terrain. Nous ne pouvons l'abandonner. Une unité isolée ne pouvant plus combattre n'a plus le luxe de se replier. Il nous faut atteindre Virginia et lui faire entendre raison avant que cela se produise. De plus, la route vers la forteresse est parsemée de bases et camps ennemis dont nous devrions également nous charger. Ah là là. La forteresse de Genesis nous attend un peu plus loin. Il semble essentiel de capturer les camps sur la route pour sécuriser votre avancée. Un sauvetage efficace, mais une marche prudente. Une contradiction que cette opération se doit de résoudre. Votre Majesté, je propose de diviser nos forces en deux. Et je formule l'humble requête que vous me laissiez secourir à la princesse. Je ne ralentirai qu'une fois qu'elle sera sauve. Comment? Les rebelles? J'ai déjà assez à faire sans avoir à m'occuper de ces misérables insectes. Non, attendez. Si j'écrase les rebelles ici, je cherchais une offrande pour son excellence, mais une telle bénédiction pourrait bien la remplacer. Quelle belle journée! 10 est toujours là, je ne le laisserai jamais s'échapper. Regardez cette idiote chargée au combat. Qu'elle soit la première à sauter à l'abattoir. Oh non. Ah, Joseph parle à Virginia, vas-y. Parle.
Coward! The man would rather hide away and hurl stones than face us with honor.
I'm relieved to find you unharmed, my princess. Now, come. Flee this danger and return to our side.
Joseph. I know the truth hidden behind those words. This selfish display of mine has thrown others squarely in harm's path.
I admit, the battle has been more of a struggle than I anticipated. But no struggle is too great when compared to your safety.
I was wrong, Joseph. In a fit of rage, I stood my most loyal subjects before the might of an entire army. And in so doing, almost repeated the very tragedy I seek to avenge.
Hey, it's not your fault.
We are ever ready to lay our lives down for you should the need arise. The captain surely felt the same, all those years ago.
Forgive me, friends. This is as far as we go on our own. Prepare to rally with Elaine and the others at once.
You have my thanks, Princess.
Unité d'urgence est désormais à vos ordres.
You face me.
Let's join our strength.
A fine bout. Your villainy ends here.
Suis-moi ça.
Well fought. We march. Come then. A fine bout.
Allow me. A brisk flight.
You face me. My legs grow heavy. The path is set.
I'll show you what a witch can do. Don't worry.
Allow me. A brisk flight.
Watch what royalty can do. Is that all?
Whatever you need. I'm off.
This may prove perilous. Very well.
Très bien. C'est bien. Impressionnant de vous voir arriver si loin. Mieux vaut ne pas sous-estimer une bande de rebelles, semble-t-il. Mais cela signifie que vos têtes seront une offrande parfaite. Je vais vous détruire de mes propres mains. C'est notre chance, ce feu. Encore une catapulte de nulle part où s'enfuir. Alain, tu dois envoyer une unité avant qu'on puisse... finisse tous en morceaux. Ces plumes sur notre homme. C'est bien vous, Guis. Aujourd'hui je venge les chevaliers de la rose. Comment? Qui diable es-tu? Je n'ai jamais entendu parler d'un tel ordre. Ne feignez pas l'ignorance. Il y a 10 ans, vous avez pris au piège une fille de la famille royale cornienne et massacré tous les membres de sa garde. Je refuse que vous prétendiez avoir oublié. Aucun souvenir. J'ai abattu plus d'une centaine de gardes royaux. Penses-tu que je me souviens de tout? Ordure maudite, vous allez payer. Ordure maudite. Ça a failli tomber, regardez, ça a failli tomber. On en est là. Tu.
It seems you need this. Take better care of yourself.
Oh, le poison.
Darkness approaches.
You were little match. Chaos shall never reign again.
You see that, Magellan?
To the next.
Pas mal ça. En bouclier muraille. La mage elle est là. Oh, des cailloux. Oh, ça va, finalement. On est vivant. Très bien.
It is done.
So it is.
At long last, Geeth is consigned to the hell of history where he belongs. None will remember his name.
And everyone we lost can finally rest easy.
Justice was delivered this day. You can take things from here, Joseph.
Princess.
Listen up. I've decided to leave the Liberation. That, and I hereby dissolve the Knights of the Rose. You're free to live however you see fit.
Oh non?
What? But why?
We did it, my lady. Geeth's gone.
That's exactly it. I spoke to him before he met his end, and the man didn't even remember who we were. The corpses of those he murdered were nothing to him, rid from his mind ere the warmth had even left their bodies. All the while, I've been tortured by delusions of revenge. A damned slave to the past he had long since forgotten. Not only that, but I closed my ears to Joseph's plans, and in acting as I saw fit, put all of you in great danger. And now, I must answer for my wrongs.
Please, my lady, don't belittle yourself. Virtue and justice play at the heart of your every action, as is proper for the paragon of Cornian royalty.
I'd think you were describing Elaine, not me.
Apologies if this is out of line, your ladyship. But I have stood by your side for a number of years now, ever since you first stepped foot into Dragonhold. In that time, you have done what seemed impossible, restored pride to this land, and encouraged its people to reclaim their home. I doubt you fully understand just how monumental an accomplishment that is. In you, Prince Gilbert saw the progeny of a ruined land, holding her head ever high despite the many sorrows she'd confronted. That noble spirit stirred the dormant fire in his breast, emboldened him to take up his sword once more. Where has that spirit gone, I ask? I've always counted your pride as a member of the royal line to be among your greatest strengths. Yet were Prince Gilbert to see you now, he would surely view it as nothing but a weakness.
I dare you to say that again.
Princess, the people of Cornea aren't the only ones who look to you for hope. I know you want to bury your sword, but I ask that you don't bury the dreams of Dragonhold along with it.
Come on, Prince. Say something.
I must add my own plea to the roar, Virginia. In truth, there's still a great deal I've yet to learn. So many lessons left untaught the day I lost my mother. But that's precisely why I value having you beside me. To teach me the ways of Cornian royalty like no other can.
I suppose I could stay on at least a little longer, seeing how desperately you need me. Enough with your staring, all of you. Bashfulness doesn't suit me in the slightest. Old wound disturbing your sleep?
Ah, Princess. I was merely reflecting on that fateful day.
A wound of a different kind, then.
Queen Elenia surrendered herself to that monster's blade, that the prince and I might escape it. Yet I can't help but wonder. Had I only faced Galerius in her stead, might my demise have spared her such a cruel fate? Perhaps she would be the one standing beneath this moonlit sky instead of me. She deserved to live, not I. It seems I too am slave to a past I cannot outrun.
Both our hearts were scarred deep by what happened 10 years ago. But that pain isn't ours alone. So many suffered that day, and so many suffer still. But there's still hope for peace. A lasting peace that can soothe the agony our people suffer. Elaine is that hope. The boy you saved, and the man you raised him to be. Take pride in that, Joseph.
You grow more and more like Elenia with every setting sun. flying true as an arrow, urged forth by the strongest conviction.
I'm not sure I'd go that far. Joseph, I can't be the mother Elaine has lacked all these years. But I can whip him into shape every now and again. Let's hold that whip together, shall we?
Sympa cette quête secondaire. Bon. Bah du coup, faisons l'histoire. Hein. On va faire l'histoire. Ah mais non! On avait ça avant! Et oui, la bataille de Knesnetnanashne. Quiconque désire se rendre au château de Soldraya, capitale de Drakengard, doit traverser le poste de contrôle de Kinenfenen. Trouver comment passer la garde zénorienne pour pénétrer la capitale. Mais attends, mais d'abord, faut pas que je repasse ce qu'il y a à faire là. On va d'abord faire ça. Salut Xantis. Salut, salut. La bataille de Knesnen. Voilà, ça. Dieu Yvan de votre arrivée, rebelle. Je vous ai donc préparé un accueil. Ne le laissez pas passer. Il faut défendre le château de Soldarga à tout prix. D'accord. Si tu peux le faire. Je peux tuer. C'est bien. Paf!
I'll heal you.
We've nothing to fear. Greater strength.
All for the sake of
I'll need to study this further.
Très bien.
I'm too tired to take flight.
Cette médaille, c'est pas beaucoup, hein. Nous avons libéré le poste de commandement Cleanfield, Majesté. Ah, vite. Je reviens dans le jeu, du coup. Je reviens dans le jeu. Je vais aller en haut directement, moi, comme ça. C'est mieux. Je préfère, je sais pas. Hop. Chevalier Noir, Chevalier Wyvern et Housecarl. Veille de recapturer le château de Soldraga, Gilbert rassemble son armée à Fort Chus, rejoint par l'armée libératrice prête à affronter les forces impériales occupant Drakengard. Allez, go.
I must thank you again for agreeing to this, Elaine.
Please, Zenoira is my enemy too, and one that neither of us could hope to overcome alone.
Even still, this debt is one that will not be easily repaid. And given everything I owe you, there exists another matter of which I must speak with you.
What do you mean?
I have an elder brother by the name of Ludwig. Where I struggled, he always excelled with maddening ease, beloved by our parents, and most of all, by our citizens. Were all things equal, he would be the one to ascend the throne. But he has been missing ever since the war began. Ludwig was even the one who proposed using Hermann as a spy. Here I stand with the most loyal servants in the land, and all I'm capable of is walking in my brother's shadow. But I shall walk in it forevermore if needs must. Ludwig is gone, and I will do whatever I can to guide Drakenhold to prosperity.
The mantle once worn by my father now adorns mine own shoulders, as symbol of that conviction.
So that's where it came from. I've been thinking you looked a little more royal lately.
You mean that as a barb, I'm certain. Yet I shall take those words at face value. Thank you, Virginia.
You're no fun. So, what kind of mischief have you two been getting into over here?
Nothing of much import. Merely reminiscing on my brother.
Prince Ludwig, huh?
The time is nearly upon us. Now come, we unite with Herman's company and reclaim Castle Soldraga.
Ah, let's go.
You wish to speak with me?
I did. I'm sorry to distract you before such a pivotal battle, but this needed to happen in private. That swordsman is none other than Prince Ludwig.
You knew?
As did you, judging by your response. It matters not. Speak of the devil and he'll waltz right into your tent. It's good to see you again, Prince.
So, I've been found out.
I heard you'd gone missing, you know. Tragically lost since the war against Zenoira. Some mane you've grown in the meantime.
No.
I beg of you, keep this matter a secret. You and Leia here are the only two who know my identity, and I would much prefer to keep it that way.
Sorry, but secrecy isn't really my game. Elaine must know of this.
Then he'll lose a capable sword in the process. Reveal the truth, and I am gone.
Fine then. There's no point telling him if you're just going to disappear the second I do. I promise I won't speak a word of this. For now. But that all ends when we arrive at Soldraga.
So be it. I will stand with the Liberation until that time comes. And, situation withstanding, I must admit, I'm glad I can still be there for Gilbert in his time of need.
Oh, le Aramis.
So that's how it is.
As Gilbert mentioned back at the Colosseum, he plans to ascend the throne once we've retaken Soldraga. It's a burden he found the resolve to shoulder only when it was thrust upon him. When Ludwig went missing, that is. But if he learned his brother still lived, well, the joy of their reunion might end up tinged with dismay. I know it all too well. For years I had thought myself the sole survivor of the Cornian line, and worked tirelessly in that role.
Then, how did you feel when you learned I was alive?
To be frank, it was an equal helping of joy and envy. I admired Queen Elenia from the day I first laid eyes on her, and every ounce of my being is dedicated to restoring Cornia. But even I'm not brazen enough to challenge royal succession. You're the heir, no matter how much I might wish otherwise. Back to the topic at hand, though. You have to convince Aramis, convince Prince Ludwig to reconcile with Gilbert.
Tu dois convaincre Aramis, convaincre le prince Ludwig de parler à Gilbert. Accepter.
Very well then. I'll speak to him.
I can't thank you enough, Elaine. If Ludwig is going to listen to anyone, it's you.
Ah là là. Ah, pas intérêt à s'en aller, hein. Je l'ai promu. Alors tu restes, tu restes, je t'ai promu. Sinon tu me redonnes tes médailles. Force de division d'Hermann est postée en attente. Dans Schwerger. Comme prévu, ils libéreront la ville pendant notre approche. Les portes principales ouvertes. Nous pourrons nous y déployer. L'ennemi est également en haute alerte. Ah ouais, prends cette bombe magique. Elle peut besoin n'importe quelle barricade en une détonation. Bombe magique. Non, c'est une bombe magique pour endommager toutes les unités à portée de l'explosion. Ces objets peuvent également détruire certains pièges comme les barricades. Une fois notre adversaire alarmé, ces wyverns seront vite déployés. Prépare des archers pour défendre la bastion. Que ces oiseaux de malheur ne nous les dérobent pas. Débarque à la porte principale. Soit héroïque, soit profondément stupide. On est préparé à les arrêter ici, les écraser de toute notre force. Poste de l'armée d'infanterie est capturé. Capturer le poste de commandement ennemi. Ah.
For the people of Fevrith.
Tu.
Until my dying breath, your decree made manifest. I stake my honor on this battle. Be gone from my sight. I shall see it done. By your royal word.
Order must be preserved. Allow me a brisk flight.
Le château de Berangaria se dresse droit devant nous. Tenez bon! Ah non, nous risquons de perdre le château.
General Berangaria!
What is it?
The rebels have breached our front line, ma'am. They march on the castle as we speak.
Good. I would have been disappointed if they came all this way only to die at the gates.
Non!
Yes.
Berangaria,
They'll
viens!
prove a fine enough opponent. Ready the troops. I shall take the field myself.
Ah, Berangaria. Oh non. Bien, voyons de quoi vous êtes capable. Venez m'affronter si vous en êtes capable. Oui, je te répète un peu. Oh là là! Ah oui! Bien. Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Ah, je vois. Ils ont fait d'elle un pion. Contentons-nous d'avancer pour l'instant pour libérer Berangaria. Oui!
I must stand strong. I'm here. I'll lend you my aid.
Bon. Vas-y.
I'll enjoy watching you struggle as I choke the life from your rebel necks.
Oh non.
At least try.
Don't let it happen again.
Quoi? Comment c'est fort ça?
Not finished yet.
Ok.
I'm prepared.
Not a chance.
This should help.
Better heal up.
Vache.
Damn it!
It seems you need this.
Oh non. Allez Berangaria là. Reviens avec nous.
Tiresome.
Lay down.
Take better care of yourself.
So hurt.
Oh, bien joué. C'est bien ça.
The time is at hand.
Vitalisation.
There is time yet to claim victory.
On est bien là.
No mercy.
You have my aid. Let's join our strength.
Eh? Pourquoi? Eh? Bah.
I'm here. I'll lend you my aid.
Bon.
Want to keep going?
Purging the ill humors.
There's no escape.
Oh là là.
Not a chance.
Try again.
Do you want to die? It seems you need this.
Lay down.
Pity.
Quoi? Ah oui. Ah, on s'est vraiment fait casser la gueule là. Très bien.
We march. Onward. Your villainy ends here.
You have my aid. Let's join our strength. I'll lend you my aid.
C'est pas très compréhensible des fois. Ah vas-y, je te donne du...
And you
Ah
must
bah,
be their leader.
oui.
You'd
C'est
best
leur
make
chef.
this worth my time.
Ah, elle le reconnaît pas du coup.
Seems their magic has taken hold of her.
Let's have some fun.
I am your shield.
Not bad.
Oh 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 oh.
You got this.
Vas-y, fais-toi couper en deux. Ah, pas encore. Toujours pas.
Go on.
I've much room to improve. Never doubt a desert kid.
In service of the crown.
A fine bout.
Pendentif. Ah, merci. Ah, j'aime bien ça. Rien. Ouf, 17. Vache.
Ren! Use the ring, Elaine! Please! I'm sorry, Ren. This is all my fault.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's me. All I ever wanted was to keep you safe.
Pardon the interruption.
Prince Gilbert.
There can be no mistaking it. You are none other than the daughter of House Zexhelm.
I am. And after my family's role in the uprising, I have no right to stand before you.
There is no need to unearth what time has long buried. Though it does make this all the more difficult to comprehend. Why have you chosen to side with Zenoira?
To get my hands on this armor here. A lost relic of their ancient empire. I needed strength. To take revenge for what they did to our family. And claiming their colors was the only way to get it.
All of this was for Father, then?
Yep. But I knew you'd get roped in too if you learned the truth. So I lied. Said all those awful things to get you to leave. I wanted to keep you as far from battle as I could.
Ren.
We've already lost so much, Travis. Our father, our mother. I wasn't about to lose you too.
Then the answer is already at your fingertips. 'Tis a bitter drink, being forsaken by an elder sibling. I'm glad to see you reunited. Now, I have matters of my own to attend to.
I'll never abandon you again, Travis. I swear it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know?
I wouldn't have it any other way. We fight shoulder to shoulder from now on. And Travis, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Oui. Oui, 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 oui.
Ludwig, you're alive. Why did you not return to us sooner?
The battle I waged with Zenoira cost us our father, and my entire army besides. There would be no celebration to welcome home one who has failed Drakenhold so dearly.
You're not to blame for his death, Ludwig. Zenoira is, and you're well aware of it.
If you speak of their magics, I've already heard of the matter from Virginia. Gloucester was affected as well. But there's little use asserting such claims now. Father has passed, and so too has the moment to rewrite my narrative.
Tell me then, why have you returned?
Because Elaine asked me to meet with you. Quite insistently, I might add. That you may claim the throne free of any lingering doubts or objections. I'm proud of you, Gilbert. And so is Father, I'm sure.
Yet he would rightly assert you deserve the crown, not I, as is your station as the eldest son.
You're wrong. I cast aside my name, my very kingdom, out of shame for what I've done. A man like me does not deserve to lead. Not only that, but the unexpected return of a cowardly king would only sow chaos amongst our vassals.
Even still, I know in my heart you would be a more capable ruler than I.
You think too highly of me, and remain blind to your own worth all the while.
Ludwig, wait.
Our people have rallied around you not because they feel you need the support, but because they believe in you to lead them true. The King Drakenhold yearns for is you, Gilbert.
Where will you go?
I plan to rejoin the Liberation, to fight alongside them as hired steel, and to one day see Galerius given the demise he has earned.
In that case, I will accompany you.
No. You must stay here, and restore the lost glory to our land.
Apologies, but I am the king of this nation. I have no interest in taking orders from mere sellswords.
You've always been impossible, you know. But I admit, you wear Father's mantle well.
Mhm. Kit de soins lors de la liste. Oui. J'ai été informé de la situation, je vous demande seulement de veiller sur Sa Majesté à ma place. De maintenant, je ne suis qu'un humble membre de l'armée libératrice, j'attends vos ordres avec impatience. Un à un, ensemble, faisons ton réveil. Oui, Gilbert. Incroyable.
Together with Prince Gilbert, we have successfully laid claim to his throne at Castle Soldraga. Zenoira must surely be reeling from such a staggering blow to their stomach. Now, this is the state of Fevrith at present.
Where to next, then?
What do you think about Elheim? Seems only right after that weird vision you had when we were saving Scarlet.
If you hope to reach the realm of the elves, we will first need to navigate our way through the Winding Wood. Let us make for its edge, in the southwest of Cornea.
Et ouais. Incroyable.
Would be my honor.
If you say so.
Est-ce que si je vais là... Est-ce qu'il peut être promu Gilbert? Il a géré une booster les armes. Non. Oh là là. Ce serait pas pété ça. Hop. Bon bah voilà. On a retrouvé notre équipe là. Heureux de vivre. J'ai hâte de pouvoir... Merde, j'ai hâte de pouvoir avoir une 5e unité avec Berangaria, voir ce que ça donne. Mais bon. On verra un petit peu plus tard. Je vais arrêter là. Passez une bonne journée, merci d'avoir suivi le stream. On se retrouve tout à l'heure probablement. Bye bye.